G'day everybody, welcome to the Paris Insider, where I'm trying to inspire you with little known stories of true inspirational performances from the Paris Olympic Games. And Australia, well, we've won so many gold medals already, but Guatemala, well, it's won its first ever gold medal, and that's the story I'm going to start with today. A little known country in South America called Guatemala has won its first ever Olympic gold medal, and it's in the sport of shooting. Now, this very, very young lady named Adriana Ruana Olivia took up shooting only 8 years ago. She started out as a gymnast but hurt her back, and as part of her rehabilitation, she got into volunteering. She went over to the Rio Olympic Games as a volunteer, and she was placed at the trap shooting. That's the clay pigeon shooting. And while she was doing her volunteering, she was getting very excited about what she was doing there at the trap shooting in Rio as a volunteer, and she decided to give it a go. 8 years later, she shoots the lights out, breaks an Olympic record, and wins her country's, Guatemala's, first ever Olympic gold medal. It's an awesome story about going, experiencing something, giving it a go, working really hard, and coming out with the ultimate prize, which is the Olympic gold medal. Now, at the pool, 9 days of swimming have wrapped up Australia's third best performance at an Olympic Games. 1956, Tokyo 2023-22, and now we've continued that momentum on here in Paris. Some great swims there, and multi-gold medalists like Kaylee McEwen, incredible Olympics. Ariana Titmus, again, incredible. Molly O'Callaghan, all our girls, Meg Harris, and of course, Cameron McAvoy winning gold and doing us proud. We almost beat the Americans. I came out and said this was the team to beat the Americans for the first time in 68 years in 1956. But the Americans, they fought back in the final day with Bobby Fink in the 1500 metres freestyle, and then in their women's 4x100 medley relay team, securing the gold medal count and the overall medal count to be the winners in the pool at this Paris Olympic Games. I'm eating humble pie, unfortunately, because I came out and said there's no way the Americans are going to beat us, and we're probably going to win 10 gold medals. So I was a little bit off on both counts, and to the Americans, congratulations from me. I also liked what was happening in the River Seine, and we're really worried as a spectator group whether the triathletes who swam in the Seine River we're going to come out of it okay, and it hasn't been the case, unfortunately. There's several athletes from both the men's and women's triathlon who have come down with E. coli sickness, like illness, and they're going to miss out on the rest of the games. There was a couple of races that the Belgian team especially has come down with sickness after the swimming in the Seine River. So it's one of those stories that you feel really sorry for those athletes. There's no doubt that they'd rather swim somewhere else than the Seine River. They were told by the Paris authorities that it had all been cleaned up, but unseasonal rain has brought sort of like the E. coli back to the surface, and our athletes have swum in it. No news from the Australian team just yet about how our Australian athletes went, but there's a couple of triathletes who are doing it pretty tough after swimming in that awful, dirty, stinking Seine River. So that's a bit of a sad story. The last story I want to give you is what is in the boxes that the medalists are getting. And don't forget, the gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal come out with a little bit of the Eiffel Tower on every single one of the medals. That's that grey little bit in the middle. They've actually carved off a bit of the Eiffel Tower and put a piece of the Eiffel Tower on every single medal given out at this Paris Games. So that's the little grey bit in the middle that you see on all the medals. But what's in the box? Well, I finally found out today that in the box was a poster, and it's an exclusive poster of the Olympic City and all the venues all laid out. And so it's a real keepsake, and it'll be hot on eBay if you can ever get your hands on one of those posters that are given out in the box with the gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal. So that's a little bit of the mystery that's been playing for the last 9 days. So congratulations to the Australian swimming team after 9 days of swimming. Some incredible performances, which we'll get into later. And we'll see you next time on the Paris Insider.